Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to be doing my perfume diaries video, and this is going to be my tray update for December. This is the first update, a little late because I mean, holiday season, I feel like it's like a test for us moms. Like, how much can you handle? How much before you go over the edge? I have my dogs in the room with me today. Here is Haley, my little Haley bear, my little baby girl. So if you hear any snorting or any rough playing or any barking, it's these little ones. I want to talk about the fragrances that I have been wearing. I don't have layering combos or like fun things like that because it's just been a crazy month. I've been picking things up, spraying them on, and heading out the door. But I have been wearing a lot of fragrances. I have some that I fell in love with for the first time. I have some that I had in my collection that I'm loving. So let's get right into it. There is one new one that's going to be leaving my collection. I can't seem to make it work. I still have the box for it. I haven't even done a haul with this perfume, which I do want to do, but I just feel like it's not for me. I just kind of went on like this blind buy perfume because I just wanted to try a bunch of perfumes and I knew that I was going to get some fails. So this is going to probably be in the next declutter, which I'm going to do probably in January when things calm down. But this is Lancome La Vie Belle Vanilla Nude. I just loved everything about this. I loved the packaging for it, was just so beautiful, but unfortunately I feel like there's just no La Vie Belle for me. Like the one that I decluttered that has my favorite notes in it, and it maybe just blends in with my personality. Soleil Cristal, which was one of the first perfumes that I did a dedicated review on my channel. That was just such a gorgeous perfume. So now we have this one, which honestly the bottle just made me do it. I fell in love with how beautiful this perfume bottle is. It's just so gorgeous and girly. Part of me would like for this to work, for me to keep it. It's just my nose because my daughter smelled it and she said that it smelled good. It just smells like patchouli to me. Like, it just smells like a patchouli bomb. And I don't even think that they put that this one had patchouli. I do smell more vanilla in this one, but it's just not one that I am saying, oh my god, this is like so amazing, I need to have this in my collection, I'm in love with it. I'm not feeling that. So yeah, this one I'm just not going to keep. Maybe I'll give it like another try just to be sure. Just like a heads up, it is going to be in a perfume haul, but I'm just not really feeling it. Up next, we have one that I have always had travel sizes of. I've always tried it, and that is Valentino Voce Viva. I think it's the name for this fragrance, and I got the small 1 ounce. This was also going to be featured in a haul soon, but I just couldn't wait and I had to get them on my tray. This one was a really successful blind buy for me. It wasn't really a blind buy for me because I have smelled this a lot of times before, but I hadn't smelled it since I moved here. I was just doing like some perfume shopping and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna give this one another try. And this is the most beautiful, this is the perfect way, in my opinion, to create a white floral. Yes, it has like that department store perfume vibe. It's in there, but who doesn't like to walk into a department store where it smells like perfume? Like, I love that feeling. This has that, but then it has a little bit of like a citrus that's shining through. It's bright, it's not cloying, it's not thick, it's not sharp. It's chic, it's feminine, it's sexy, it's like sophisticated. So yeah, this one's one that I'm looking forward to wearing in the new year. And in January, I might put it in my tray again because it just smells exactly like what I've kind of been craving lately. It smells sexy without trying too hard. It's classy, it's elegant, feminine, sophisticated, and most of all, I would say chic. It's just a very chic fragrance. Up next, we have another one that I have just became obsessed with recently. I cannot seem to put this down and I have been wearing it so much. This is Kayali's Vanilla 28. This fragrance, I mean, you can't even see through mine. I have had mine for years. This is like a treasure to me because I have been letting this bottle sit and like not running through it on purpose. But I think I'm just gonna go ahead and buy another bottle that I can let sit this whole spring and summer so that I can have another bottle ready because I want to wear this. It's so beautiful. This is a vanilla, but it's not your cupcake vanilla. It's not, oh my god, gourmand, you can eat me up. It has more to it. So it does have a little element of, ooh, that's kind of gourmand, that kind of smells edible, like vanilla extract, like brown sugar. Yes, you're gonna have that in here, but you're also going to have some white florals that give it a more chic, a more perfumey touch, a more dressed up vibe. just grown woman feeling to it, and it makes it just smell very rich. It is so sweet without being cloying. It's the perfect amount of sweetness in my opinion, and just the main focus for me, or what I would say sticks out to me the most, is as if you were getting ready to make a dessert or something and you have vanilla extract, which is very different from smelling vanilla icing, for example. Vanilla 28 is one of the best vanilla perfumes out there. Up next, I did reach for Wicked for Good, and this is Glinda Bubbly Pink, I believe is the name of this one. This one just reminds me of being a little girl and playing with the makeup. Sometimes I think back to myself and I'm like, you know, was I destined to talk to other women about helping them feel better and all of that? Because there's so many pictures of me as a little girl just in heels, wearing makeup, putting makeup on, putting on perfume. It was just, I loved it so much. So when I smell this perfume, it kind of takes me back. Like, I remember specifically, I went to Puerto Rico one year and someone got me this little purse that brought some makeup inside. And I feel like that reminds me of that. But then this also reminds me of this Cinderella shoe perfume that I had as well. And just because of that, I feel like I love it. It's not one that I will say is probably going to be the most popular perfume out there or that you must have. It's kind of more of like a personal, this just gives me, like, takes me back. And it just makes me feel nostalgic, and I feel like it's the most beautiful pink. It's very similar to Mod Blush, which you guys know that I kind of have like that same feeling towards, which reminds me of my childhood and all of that. Bubbly Pink is just the perfect name for this. There's something in here that's just so girly, and yes, it takes you into that little girl world, but you're grown up, and it's kind of like both things together. It's so girly. This is super girly, pink and bubbles, and I mean, honestly, the bottle is just perfect. So sweet. And there is like a citrusy touch in here too, but it's not too sparkly. It's just the perfect girly pink scent. In love with this so much. I cannot really give super deep reviews on some of these because the more I get to know the fragrance, the better my reviews come, pretty much, because I get to really explore the scent. But since I haven't worn this one so many times, like, all I could tell you right now is it's very girly. I believe there's rose in here or peony. I don't remember what type of floral it is, but this is just a very feminine girly scent with some citrus touches in there. It is bubbly and just happy. Next up, just Choco Musk, and I don't think I'm gonna keep this in my collection. It is nice, it does give a chocolatey touch, but honestly, like 5 minutes after I sprayed myself with this perfume, I felt like I didn't even have perfume on. And I've had this one for like 2-3 years now, so it has had time to get better. When I first got it, it was super thin. It was almost like water. There's always been like a chocolatey scent to it, but it's just so faint. Like, I feel like this is taking up space in my collection and it's not really giving me much. So yeah, this one's most likely going to either get gifted to someone in my family, or I don't know. It's just not one that I feel like it's doing much for me. I will give it another try or two, but it's supposed to be a chocolate musky scent, and yes, it is that. I feel like maybe it's good for like layering, but I'm getting more of like alcohol from this one. But this is dirt cheap on Amazon. This was like $9 when I got it, so I'm not really expecting it to be all that. Let's get into the ones that I have been just obsessed with. You guys, I have a new obsession. You guys have been telling me non-stop, y yo no hago caso, yo no hago caso. You know how many people told me, Amy, why don't you have this perfume in your collection? You love Juliet Has a Gun Nana perfume. You love Juliana's perfume 13 of Hearts. You love all of those like musky second skin scents, especially if I'm going somewhere like a doctor's appointment, somewhere where I just don't want to. I'm considerate of other people. I'm not someone who just thinks about myself. It's just how I am. So when I'm going somewhere and I know that there's someone gonna be literally like right here to my face, I am not going to put something that I know might bother someone. But these never fail me. These types of perfumes never fail me, and this is a new obsession. You're probably gonna be hearing about it starting January because I'm ordering myself. My husband gave me my Christmas gift early. We always do this like I gave him one early because I got him 3 gifts. I told him I'm gonna give you one because I just cannot wait, and he couldn't wait. And one of them, of course, was a Sephora gift card, so I have some shopping to do, and I already know that I'm going to get this in full size. And these are are the little bottles that I got during, I think I got these during the Sephora sale. Girl, why did I completely go through? This is empty and this one is halfway. These are the milk and the extra milk. Now you might think that I liked the extra milk more because I went through it, but the one that's coming home to mama, I'm talking about like it's coming home in the next few days, is milk. This has bergamot, which you guys know I love, and I actually feel it in here with like a second skin type of scent. The amber's not too strong every single time I spray this perfume. Now I will say it's not one that I can smell like super strong around me all day. Oh, but the feeling that it gives me, it is just like this. She smells good. She smells like she naturally just has this scent to her. You know when someone gives you a hug? My husband gives me a hug sometimes. You just want to kind of like their natural smell. You just love to smell it. That's what they captured in here. But then they threw that little bergamot in there, which is like my obsession when it comes to like opening notes. And it just gives it like this little bit of like a bright, like fresh touch to it. Love these. So I am going to order the milk in full size. Next up, I have also been reaching for Amber Vanilla from the 7 Virtues. This one has been pretty good, but more so in the dry down. When I first spray this one here, this one, in my opinion, I would recommend this to anyone who, again, wants a musky perfume. You don't want some, maybe you have allergies, maybe you're sensitive, maybe you get migraines, maybe you work somewhere in the healthcare field. You know, so many reasons why someone might want a perfume like this. So I would never say this sucks. I used to back in the day when before you realize a lot of things, but this is perfect. Everything has a person. Each fragrance has its people. And I feel like this is perfect if you want to smell sugary and sweet and inviting and warm and skin-like. That's what this is in a bottle. There's no sugar in here, I believe, but there's something in here that gets very sugary on my skin, and it's just sweet, but it's not too much. It's not cloying. It is so good. And again, it's like a second skin musky scent. If I was in the hospital and my nurse was taking care of me and she was hovering over me, I would just be like, you smell amazing, what are you wearing? It's there but it's not there type of perfume. Like, it's not doing too much, but when someone smells you, it's pleasant, it's sweet, it's inviting, it's warm, it's sugary, really nice scent. Now we have the last two. Girl, I have been in love with these two. This is a new release that I'm going to review right after this video if I have time, because I have to go get my girls. But Merit Retrospect, oh my god, this has been such a favorite lately. When I come back from the gym, I always take my little shower. It's like my pumped up shower. I put the music, I'm feeling myself. It's like the best time of my day, and I pick a scent. And this fragrance right here has been just giving it to me. It smells so good. It smells better than it did in Kentucky. The opening is not like my all-time favorite from this perfume because it reminds me a little bit of, I don't know, there's like a peppery touch in there, or like Scarlet Poppy, something that smells like that, which I always say Scarlet Poppy was one of my favorites. But this right here, when it starts to dry down, it is like a classy, polished. It makes me think of wearing a slick back with gold jewelry, and you just look so perfect from head to toe, but it's like clean and you look classy. I always say this is like a type of perfume that you can literally see in any scenario. Like, I can see a boss in a meeting wearing this. I could see someone shopping wearing this. I can see someone at a Christmas party wearing this. It's just such a good fragrance. So good. And I feel like it's unique, and it's not like many of the perfumes that are out there right now. Merit did such a good job with this perfume. I think it's back in stock because it was out of stock for a minute. This is amazing. It lasts. It performs pretty good on me. It does the most beautiful scent bubble around me, and I am obsessed. Last but not least, we have the one that I have been wearing a lot, but it's more because I have been testing it out to give you guys a review. This is Afterglow from Phlur. This had my name written all over it. This is such a beautiful fragrance. It's not trying too hard. And the way that I would describe this if I was wrapping it up in a bow, because I am going to do a review, I would say that this is like a woodsy. It has like that type of sheer woodsy vibe to it. But then there is this creamy, smooth roundness that comes in, and that is the coconut that is in here. So if you don't like coconut, the coconut is starting to come through a good amount. When I first sprayed it, I got more of the apricot that's in here. It's musky, it's sheer, it's a little woody. The coconut's definitely starting to come through for sure, and it just gives it this creamy, like tonic vibe. So this one I have been picking it up a lot. It is like a second skin type of scent. It is not going to fill the room. It's not like this crazy beast mode type of perfume, but it's perfect for every day. It's perfect for bedtime. It's perfect for a date during the day, for shopping, just something that you can pick up and literally bathe yourself with it, and you don't have to worry that it's going to be too much, that it's going to be too sharp, that you might give yourself a headache. It's just beautiful. It's sheer perfection, and you can smell it, but it's not too much, and it is just another one to my collection of second skin type of scent. This one just gives me one of my favorite notes, which is coconut. So that brings me to the end of this perfume diaries. It's just chatting with you guys about the perfumes that I have been wearing. Let me know what perfume you've been picking up the most lately, what has been catching your attention. Let me know which one from this video you like the most, which one doesn't work for you. I cannot wait to talk to you in the comment section. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your love. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next one.